Gypsy Rose's texts exposed.
I can't believe it. It's like the first time I've ever video chatted with you on here.
I know, we never get to FaceTime.
We never do. We always just text.
I know. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, they FaceTime, they text.
Maybe I'll get another text from somebody at 2 a.m. asking me, what the hell was that about?
Yeah, I thought you said a friend, and then everyone's like, Gypsy, and I'm laughing like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Gypsy, but I think I stay rent-free in her head too. It's fans.
Oh, no, it was Gypsy. Legit, no, it was Gypsy. Texted me at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, are you dating Amber J?
Oh, it's totally fans. Gypsy, we're dating on the interwebs. Attention, no? Oh, Malanta.
Ryan posted texts that Gypsy sent him. Are you with Amber J? I feel lost. Like I don't know what is real anymore. Right after Gypsy puts up a post about Ryan's sweat rags and how he needs them because he is taking a certain prescription. This was no one's business and she had no right to disclose it. Then Ryan texts Rod Blanchard. Tell Gypsy she better take her last post down about me or I'm going to sue her for a HIPAA violation and defamation. She had no right to tell people that. Gypsy replies. Texting my dad? I'm your ex-wife, not your medical provider. Do you want to stop now, Ryan Anderson?
So you want me to take my shit down, right? Okay, how about you quit talking about me? It's been 3 fucking months since I texted you. And you're spiraling out of control. So just remember, just as much dirt as you have on me, I have on you, honey. You punch at me, I punch back 10 times harder. Go see a therapist.
Then there was Gypsy's fake apology video. Perhaps she realized that Ryan could sue her. Or Gypsy realized Ryan had a lot more dirt on her than she ever had on him and he might just leak it. Then she deletes the apology video and posts this.
So it's a new day. Yep, it is a new day.
Then she posts. Aurora's last name is no longer listed as Anderson. She is now officially a Urker.
Realize how early Aurora was. You do the math. I mean, it's the timeline that she suggests doesn't fit. Before I sign rights over to a baby, I have to be 100% sure it's not mine.
Let's go over some of the texts that Ryan might let the world see. Remember when Gypsy was hacked last December 2024? Were these texts real? And what about the ones that are covered that we can't read? Will Ryan let us see what those are all about?
Here are some of the texts that the hacker let us see. Whether they are real or not, I don't know, but I will say they sure seem to be real, especially since some parts of them are covered up where we can't read them. Ryan says, you changed your entire look for Ken. You don't think that's what made him want you? I love you for you, Gypsy. This is unfair to me. You left me and Pixie like nothing ever happened between us. What can I do to help our situation to be better? I don't want a divorce. It'll be the hardest thing for me to do. Gypsy says, it wasn't just for Ken, I did it for myself. It bothers me that you think of me like that. This is what I'm talking about. You always assume things about me, even knowing my backstory, how things went. I wanted a new look for myself. I'd rather stop talking about this. This next set of texts we saw Ryan's part, which Bree showed the world without Ryan's permission. So now we get to see Gypsy's part, thanks to the hacker. Ryan says to Gypsy, you look so good as a brunette. Miss your voice, you know I do. You still have my heart. Now wait a minute. Wasn't that a trigger for Gypsy to say you have my heart? Moving on. I still only have eyes for you. Gypsy Rose, you really are the most beautiful woman in the world, just being honest. Gypsy speaks to Ryan days later. Hello, Ryan. I was wondering after court on Monday, would you be open to having a sit-down face-to-face with me? There are some things I would like to say in person. We can go to a coffee shop or something away from the chaos. I can assure you my intentions are honorable. I have had many months to reflect on the way things happened, and I would understand if you would say no, but I wanted to make the first move toward true healing. Ryan says we can have coffee, of course. Ryan says to Gypsy, "Baby, you can do that. Just get the money off first before you do anything so you don't lose it." Gypsy says, "It seems like that's all you care about, Ryan." My commentary: this is just like their argument in Ryan's apartment when they were still together.
I gotta delete my social media because people, that one little thing where I said that I'm responsible for my co-defendant being incarcerated. I felt like 2 lives were taken that night. Somebody reported that to Missouri, saying that I'm trying to communicate with him.
But you're not.
Like I said, people have the upper hand.
Delete those videos.
That's not good enough.
Baby, that is revenue. Does he know that?
I don't care.
I know, but did you tell him that?
I don't care.
I get it. Then delete it.
If all you care about is money.
I don't. Delete it then. Just let us pull that money out at least before you do that. Baby, that's what I was saying. Tell him that. Because he's always saying, get a job.
Ryan says, "It's not Gypsy. That's just crazy for you to leave all the money in there that your supporters gave you. I'm sorry, baby. We can have coffee. Of course. Are you going to leave Ken anytime soon? I know you said don't rush things and let it fall into place. I want to be there when my baby is born." So Gypsy told Ryan the baby is his? Gypsy says, "I'm just giving it time and slowly coming off social media so it doesn't get out as quick, because they already found out that the DNA test wasn't adding up, and most importantly, the month that I got pregnant. I don't need everyone in my business, and before you know it, I'll be on the T pages." Ryan answers, "Baby, you know the truth is going to come out eventually. Do you still have a little bit of feelings for me?" Gypsy says, "Ryan, I don't want to discuss this with you. I've told you how I felt. I do, but I can't hurt Ken like that. I felt terrible about what I did. I could say, however, I'm just not feeling it anymore for him." Ryan says to Gypsy, "I know, baby. Just relax. It'll be okay. You can just delete social media, get the money off and delete it. We can forget about it." Gypsy writes, "I am still in contact with one of my cellmates. Basically, it got out and now my PO is on me about it. I can't keep doing this internet thing. It's just stressing me out. I don't want to go back to prison. Everyone is figuring everything out about my mom. The photos was leaked. If they find out I'm the one who killed her, I'm gone for good, Ryan. If they find out I'm the one who killed her." Interesting. Ryan says, "You know I won't let that happen, sweetheart. We can move away, far away, maybe to another country?" Gypsy answers, "I can't do that because of my probation." Did she mean to say parole? Ryan, I just need to delete all social medias. These platforms are very powerful. Gypsy says, "Remember when I told you Ken checked my messages?" Ryan says, "Yes. Can't you just hide them? You know I work and TikTok is supposed to get banned. A fake number would work to message me and just tell Ken it's your cellmates. Wouldn't that be smart, Gypsy?" Gypsy says, "You're always calling me, blowing my phone up. Just be patient. I'm so tired of all this." Then Ken Urker sends a text to the hacker. "How much?" Hacker says, $500. "No," says Ken. "You say 200. "Yes," hacker says, $200. "Send or not?" Ken says, "Okay, I'll send it."
Ryan is Gypsy's ex-husband. Recently, Gypsy Rose Blanchard spiraled out of control because Ryan had posted a text message that she had sent to him asking about if he was dating Amber J. It was a text message everybody knew about, and he even talked about it in his own live. But instead of letting it go, Gypsy felt that it was threatening and that he was going to start exposing things about her. So she in turn posted that his sweat rag he uses all the time and insinuated that it's because he is on methadone, which proves nothing because honestly, it makes addicts and ex-addicts and other people support him more. But it doesn't say that he was an active user. I know a lot of people, and I've done some research and I've watched a lot of documentaries on this, and a lot of people use methadone for pain relief. In my video, I never stated that methadone was used to get off of meth. We're gonna call it math. But I did let you guys know this backstory about Ryan and Gypsy fighting online, very public. It is my opinion that I do believe that Ryan should sue her for defamation, because that was not okay to do. That was private information. He didn't expose any kind of private information. It was stuff we already knew about, and it could have stopped at that. But she chose to go along. Now, back to the source. So the source that Zora has given me is very reliable and is in Gypsy's camp. Most likely talks to Gypsy quite often. Gypsy has confided in this person a lot, and this person knows a lot of things about Gypsy and about Ken. And this person has stated that Ken has been an active user. Even before, when he was just with Gypsy in prison. That's actually, from what I have heard and I have uncovered, that could possibly be when he started using, is when he reached out to Gypsy. Now, so you guys can get a little bit of a picture, Ken is Gypsy's current boyfriend and baby daddy to her baby girl, Aurora. Ken is also gay, allegedly, and I have to say allegedly because I am not willing to provide what I have seen to people, because I'm not that kind of person. But this source we have does also confirm that they know Ken is gay, and Gypsy also knows that Ken is gay or bisexual, whatever you want to say. Now, when I say Ken has been an active user, he is an active user of math. Yes, math. If you know, you know. We have to keep it PG here on TikTok. And this source has also stated and vocalized that if Gypsy's parole officer would surprisingly drug test her, because her crime was not drug related. So in some places, putting aside that Louisiana is very corrupt in my opinion, in some places they do not drug test you unless you had a drug related offense or were caught with drugs. But this source has stated if Gypsy was surprisingly drug tested, she would most likely not be clean. Because we do know that Gypsy likes to follow the crowd. What kind of crowd does she hang out with? Well, we know one, Ken is a user. And we know two, we have speculations that Bree, her best friend that is always defending her, is also a user, because we have seen it on her lives before. Not only that, Bree's husband is an ex-felon that she has openly admitted to. He was also, in the past, a rug user. Now, I want to connect some dots for you, okay? So there is a documentary out, and I have seen it, and somebody actually had commented about it in my previous post. And math in the gay communities runs rampant because of two things. One, when a man is gay in the closet, they use rugs to get them through what they're going through, because their mental health is probably a mess. Not only that, they also use it as a stimulant for smex. Now, need I remind you that our friend Zora has also spilled some tea on Gypsy and Ken going down by a rail yard, and Ken putting a collar and leash on Gypsy? Yeah, if you've never heard that story, maybe Zora should retell it, because it's very telling, and it's also telling because Gypsy is, we have seen, very open about her smex life. She always has been, even with Ryan, her ex-husband. So I hope this breaks it down for you guys a little bit more. And I just want to reiterate, I am well aware that methadone does not treat math addicts, it treats opiates. I'm well aware of that.
Here is another rant that Gypsy posted recently. Do you think I give two shites about the FOIA documents? I don't. People trying to throw toothbrush insults like it bothers me. It don't. Shite is in the past. So tell me what you think in the comments. Does Ryan have dirt on Gypsy and possibly Ken too within all his texts from Gypsy? Do you think he would ever show them to everyone? Maybe sell them to TMZ and make some revenue? Wouldn't that be sweet revenge? Does Gypsy want Ryan back, or is she just playing both Ken and Ryan? Let me know in the comments. And please like, share and subscribe.